measures of the game.
Well, he's an MVP and a world champion, and the reason why is his consistency, his ability to know where he is on the floor at all times, knocking down the bank shot, shocked that he's wide open to knock down that wide open shot. Dirk, the epitome of versatility and consistency, a big reason why the Mavericks are up by 4 at half.
Averaging 23 points, shooting 48% over the first 3 games. Dirk leads away with 12 tonight. Before the third quarter starts, let's say hello to Skin. Skin.
All right, thanks, guys. Lamar Odom did not have a good first half, played less than 6 minutes, 0 for 2 from the floor. And one of the interesting things that you guys know, Khloe Kardashian sits behind us, and really the 4 of us, you 2 guys and me and Khloe, we've all become BFFs. You know, if that meant something besides best friend forever, just something else. But she was talking to us at halftime, and the thing is that she is very happy that they're there. Lamar's very happy that they're there. He's struggling to find his role, struggling to try and fit in, and that's the biggest struggle for him right now, along with his conditioning, guys.
And I think trying to put to rest what Skin is saying is concerns about whether or not he actually wants to be here or not. I know that the trade was not something that obviously was easy for him to deal with after being with the Lakers for 7 years. And I think people forget that LA was home to him for 11 of 12 years in the league, because there were 4 years spent with the Clippers. He had that 1 year sandwiched in between with Miami, as Kidd and Calderon have traded threes to start the third quarter.
And I've talked to Lamar quite a bit myself since he's been here, and he's definitely happy to be here. He's finally come to grips with it. Clearly he loved LA and what LA presented for him, but you know, you have to move on. He understands the business. He's been around long enough to understand it. Now he has to get his game going to help this team find success.
Mavericks scrambled defensively, had a couple of closeouts. Bargnani gave up a shot. Calderon missed a 3 over Haywood. An offensive rebound by Rasul Butler gives Toronto an opportunity to shoot again. And they will convert on the alley-oop from Calderon to Amir Johnson.
The pass made that play. Calderon, you don't get to see him a lot, but a really heady point guard for Toronto.
Pass first guy. He's had a couple of years where he's been the best in the Eastern Conference in assist to turnover ratio. Last year averaged 10 points and 9 assists. Nowitzki answers back for Dallas. Lead is 4.
You know, when they get to where they're going to be really good, it's nice when your point guard is not only such a great passer, but never misses free throws. As Calderon is very adept at shooting free throws.
And never turns it over as well.
Yeah.
08-09, Calderon set the NBA record, shooting 98.1% for the season. Only missed 3 free throws that year. Well, helter-skelter on the break, but finally Dallas ends up getting a good shot for Dirk, which he misses.
Not going to miss that one very often. Not wide open.
Both teams have 8 turnovers for the game. Bargnani, halftime, cooled him off. Hopefully, anyway. Over the top, Dirk finds Haywood inside, and Brendan Haywood is fouled.
Boy, that'd be a nice development, too, if Bargnani completely lost it, as he went 5 for 6 in that second quarter on his way to 13 points. He was just lights out.
Has that ability. That's his game, is shooting the ball from the outside. And again, he draws bigs out. Shoots a lot of uncontested shots is what he gets.
He had 9 30-point performances last year. Season high of 41 in a game against New York.
Isn't it funny how bigs have changed so much, though? You know, you used to have Olajuwon, David Robinson, guys that play with their backs to the basket. You don't see that a lot anymore. A lot of guys are perimeter guys at 6'11", 7 feet tall.
2 for 2 for Brendan Haywood on the free throw line. That makes him 3 out of 7 this year.
Well, I'm applauding that. Yeah. With that. That's a good job.
The foul was on Rasul Butler for his first. And the Raptors with their first team foul of the quarter.
Delonte West is hounding DeRozan.
DeRozan has been much more of a second-half scorer this year than the first half. DeRozan had 7 points tonight in the first half. In the first 2 games combined in first halves, he had 4 points. Deflected pass still comes down to Haywood. Post-up move here and a double team. Around the horn to the open man in the corner, Delonte West, no good.
Just that dribble by Sean Marion, I think, took the rhythm away from Delonte West. Should have been a quick pass.
$14 from Dirk leading Dallas, 18 for Bargnani to lead Toronto. A bullet across the floor that's intercepted. Bargnani's pass picked off by Delonte West, and Kidd pulling up. Don't see him shoot like that very often.
Don't.
With a pull up on the
break.
break.
He has that ability, though. Early in his career, he did that quite a bit.
Marion strips Bargnani on the dribble drive. Marion from West. I saw 13, and I had a flashback to 8 years ago for some oddball reason.
Plenty of people have said Marion from Nash in the past, though.
That's true.
So.
In defense of myself.
Yes.
Timeout on the floor. Hey, that's training camp for me too, Hart. You know how it is.
Follow, you don't make a lot of mistakes, brother. Let me tell you. You don't make a lot of them.
Timeout on the floor, 9-2 Dallas run. Their lead is swelled to 8.
Southwest makes the call.
Please swipe credit card.
What? You gotta be kidding me. I am absolutely not paying this fee.
Just a nice defensive play, and Dallas does a good job of getting deflections, and that really puts them out in transition to find a way to get some easy baskets. Delonte West looking up the floor, and when you're active and getting your hands on loose balls, normally something good turns out for you.
You know, that's not the patented strip that we've seen Dirk do over the years where he really catches a guy with the ball on his way up, but he did do a nice job of getting a hand in there on the Bargnani drive, and that's 3 steals tonight for Dirk.
By the way, as we stepped away inside the arena, they were flashing Khloe Kardashian on the screen. People were going nuts.
Yeah.
If they had a real Beatles walking in vibe, which would be real weird if a couple of dead guys walked in. I mean, I think everybody would be shocked by that.
Reality TV's big, my man.
It show is.
Foul on Jason Kidd behind Bargnani. First team foul on Dallas. 7:54 to go in the third.
Could we do our own show?
Oh, it'd be so great. Hanging with Harp.
No,
Yeah, there you go.
It'll be more like hanging with you all, not Hart.
We just
hanging with the fellas.
beat Harp down with old 80s math questions all day long.
West reached in on DeMar DeRozan.
It won't be good, then. I don't want to go.
Come on.
If that's what it's going to be.
I need you to be the star of this
If
thing.
it's going to be beating me down with those things.
What was it like to compete against Ro Blackman in practice?
Look at
You
this
don't wanna know.
Look at this reality show.
Did you roll with Wallace Bryant?
Never. And I love Wawa.
What's Tom Sluby doing nowadays?
Wait, I kind of like this. We got the three of us.
Enough of the reality show. Let Lamar and Kim
No.
Chloe do that. We don't want it.
This is
No
good.
way.
We got the
It's
three of
not
us
gonna
on the
work.
first floor, and then upstairs we've got Chloe and her people. It could be like a whole apartment building kind of
They're
thing.
more natural. Tom Sluby, a blast from the past.
People love a good Tom Sluby reference.
No question.
Mark Hyatt has come to the table, and I think the discussion here is the shot clock. Barbosa's gone into the game. Calderon goes to Barbosa. And a rainbow three. Man, a lot of punch on that for Barbosa.
Do that again. Golly.
That was early Barbosa, where everything he threw up seemed to go in back in those Phoenix days.
Incredible shot.
Moving it down to a 5-point game. Cross court. Good passing on this possession. Ball stopped for a moment with West. Goes to Dirk, who inside with a nifty finish.
Just great patience by Dirk Nowitzki, using that rim to keep the defense from being able to block the shot. Nice play.
Also like a real smooth veteran travel that he got away with there. I love it.
He's been MVP in the league. So
He's
it's all
Dirk.
good.
He's Dirk.
Well, daylight for DeMar DeRozan, who glides to the hoop and scores.
You know, you pointed out earlier, Harp, about how West was just hounding him. DeRozan's such a tough cover for him. If you can keep him from getting the ball,
yes.
That's the best defense right
Yes,
there.
he's done a good job of doing it.
Now it's DeRozan being asked to check Marion. Good ball movement. Dirk finds Haywood slipping into the paint. 6:40 to go on the third. Toronto with their second team foul of the quarter, and the call is on DeMar DeRozan. That's DeRozan with his first foul.
And here's a look at it. Dirk Nowitzki recognizing the big fella rolling to the basket. And to me, guys, Dirk Nowitzki is an underrated passer. Does a good job of placing the ball where offensive guys can do something positive with the ball.
And I think, you know, just before that, Haywood went and set the screen, not on the ball, but on Nowitzki's man, so that Nowitzki could catch the pass, and then he immediately rolled. And he did a good job of that last night, I thought Haywood did, of rolling to the basket once the men were committed to the ball. And if you know he's rolling and he's being active, you can make that pass.
Toronto will get to take this out on the side because the free throw did not touch the rim.
It sure didn't, unfortunately.
A little jarring.
Oh,
yeah.
Wow.
But almost got the American flag.
Yeah. Almost.
Dallas on top by 5.
It is breezy in here this time of year.
Calderon sets and drills a 3 off a kickout feed from Leandro Barbosa.
Give them credit. That was pretty Maverick-like offense, the drive and kick to Calderon.
Barbosa and Calderon both have 11-point nights working. Bargnani leads Toronto with 18. The Raptors are now shooting 50%. One-legged fade. Dirk using the glass. DeRozan rebounds. Chance to tie or take the lead for Toronto as we're at the midway point of the third quarter. Raptors started the year with a road win at Cleveland on Monday. They lost Wednesday in their home opener to the Pacers. Bargnani gets it to go, and it's tied at 61. Timeout Dallas. Bargnani at 20 points. One more hoop will give him a season high. He had 21 in the loss to Indiana the other night. All square now at 61.
How do I celebrate the holidays? Oh, I come to the mall, talk about Ford.
This is the new Explorer. It's gorgeous.
Also has something called My Ford Touch, up to 10,000 different commands. Give all the orders.
I like giving orders.
Want to see the Edge?
I love it. I love the big roof.
How about the Escape? 28 miles a gallon is a big deal.
That's a very big deal.
You go with the Escape?
I go with the Escape.
And you like the Edge?
But if you push me, I'll take the Explorer.
Right now, during the year-end celebration, get a Ford Edge with up to $3,000 cash back.
Final days means, well, hurry.
George Strait. And don't mess with Texas. 2 Texas icons just like this jacket. It's custom and it's perfect for fighting litter with glitter. Huh? You don't like the jacket. And I like the jacket! But you love horses, huh? Am I right? Get that. George doesn't like the horse. It's a tiny horse. What you need are boots! Because the king of country can't go walking around barefoot.
Hang on. I think I got this. Don't mess with Texas means don't litter.
That's a wrap!
Happy 25th anniversary. Don't mess with Texas.
Is Brown Hand Center just right for the care of your hand, arm, or joint problems? They keep growing as nationally recognized experts in carpal tunnel treatment and much more. They have published data on nearly 15,000 patients. Today, there are more than 30 fine doctors and hundreds of professionals who truly care about you and want only the best outcome. Brown Hand Center, the right treatment.
10-2 Toronto run over the last 2 minutes has tied the game at 61. Mavs rivalry packs are back. Purchase a rivalry pack to see the Mavs take on the Los Angeles Lakers this season. Rivalry packs include one of the Laker games and 2 additional regular season games. So visit Mavs.com for details and to purchase today. Jason Terry to come into the game. In the first half, Terry just 1 of 3. Did have 4 points at the free throw line, so 7 total for Terry in the first half. The shot clock down to 7. This is out of a Dallas timeout. And Marion on the turnaround. Rebounded by Bargnani. 5th time tonight's game has been tied. Toronto has not led since the first quarter. Got a chance to go in front here. Barbosa in the paint pulls up and puts the Raptors in the lead.
And that time, Brendan Haywood got caught back too far when that screen was set. And Barbosa did a nice job of just pulling up, hitting that in-between jump shot. Tough shot.
And here's a foul, and the Mavs are fortunate because Terry lost a handle on it, and it was about to be headed the other direction.
Yeah, I think he might have raked Terry from behind. Here you see Barbosa on the drive on that high screen from Johnson. In that little in-between jumper you were talking about, Hart.
And just not close enough to his man to have an impact on being able to challenge that shot by Barbosa.
Mahimi checks in for Haywood. Lamar Odom in for Dirk. Zone defense here for the Raptors on this out-of-bounds play. Shot clock is at 5. Kidd a 3-ball.
You need a little dribble penetration against that zone. Just settling for jump shots isn't the way to attack it.
Pinch those creases.
Yes, get in the seams.
12-2 the run. Mahinmi to close out. Bargnani eludes him. Now fires and hits a three-pointer.
My goodness.
That was a ridiculous shot because that was pretty
what
good
a shot
defense.
fake off the dribble for a 7', 6'11" guy.
15-2 is the run. Terry, a quick trigger three. No. Amir Johnson hustles to the rebound. The Raptors have their biggest lead of the game, and they try to extend it. Barbosa has a hot hand, but misses, and nobody puts a body on Amir Johnson. 22nd timeout.
This Raptor team pretty impressive in that little run. Very unselfish, skin. Ball moving like a hot potato.
And you know, Rick was really mad popping off the bench so that nobody got a body off Amir Johnson, but it was Amir Johnson and Kidd who got tangled up at the other end of the floor. So Amir Johnson's kind of trailing the play late, which is why he's perfectly timed to crash the lane and flush that dunk miss off of the Barbosa miss in the corner.
17-2 is now the run, including 7 straight for the Raptors since the timeout. 68-61, Toronto with the lead, 3:55 to go in the third. A 22nd timeout called here by Dallas. Let's see if what Rick Carlisle had to say strikes a chord with this team. He was searching for their first win of the year. They played well at times in the first half, opened up a lead of 12. With the hot shooting of Bargnani, not just that, but that's been the primary weapon at Toronto's disposal to lift themselves back into the game and now into the lead.
Well, and the Mavericks are going to have to defend, bottom line. They were playing pretty solid defense in that first half. Toronto is shooting 52%. They've upped their field goal percentage up to 52, so that's not good enough defensively.
4 of 11 for Dallas on the floor in the third quarter. A lot of jump shots. There's one, but it goes. Vince Carter rings up a three.
That'll help, but you still need to find a way to defend this team.
With momentum to the basket, Barbosa is blocked by Mahinmi. Terry peels back. Vince Carter on the drive, spinning, shooting. Vince Carter again.
Nice attack, put it on the floor. Just knocked down a three. Nice shot fake, got inside.
That smooth shot-making ability, he still has it. Can still get to spots and create a shot and knock it down.
Good lift off the bench here in this little spurt for Dallas from Vince Carter. DeRozan over Kidd. Amir Johnson got into the lane, but couldn't do anything with a tip follow. And now Dallas has a chance to tie or go in front.
Boy, and I love the J. Kidd D on that possession. Got switched on DeRozan and pushed him way off the block.
Kidd put it on the floor after the shot fake. Lamar Odom, they run a double. Good find, Mahinmi inside and foul.
Great pass out of the double team by Lamar Odom. Has enough length to be able to find a guy, see over the double team. And Jan made a great cut to the basket.
Mahinmi 2 out of 3 at the line tonight.
Here's a look at it. Double team comes, Amir with a soft double team. And Lamar just made the quick pass after the nice dive by Jan.
That's that feel that they talk about, the feel for the game, because he was looking at us over here at midcourt, finding Mahinmi underneath the basket.
Bargnani's gone out, by the way.
I'm sorry, Mark. Lamar's going to get it. Eventually, he's going to get better.
He's too good.
He's
man.
too talented not to. I agree.
6 straight for Dallas. Mahinmi missed on an opportunity to tie it. This year, Mahinmi now 7 of 12 on his free throws, 58%. Shot 77% last year. Ed Davis comes up top. Odom switched on to Calderon. Amir Johnson puts it on the floor and traveled.
Good defense will make you travel sometimes, and Jan moved his feet extremely well on that particular possession.
Yeah, Amir Johnson wanted to go to the drop step here. Here, see him plant, but Mahinmi's in place and won't let him get there.
Odom with daylight to drive. Mavericks get their offense to reconnoiter after That poor exchange of the pass between Odom and Mahimi. Now 3 for 3. Bullseye! The Mavs back on top. Jason Kidd hits a 3 and 9-0 run.
Dribble penetration will hurt you every single time, and that's simply what Dallas was able to do against the Raptors defense.
Kidd's got an interesting line working tonight. 9 points, 6 boards, 6 dimes. And Calderon runs into Mahimi. The ball is out off Mahimi. And then Calderon went down. Lionel Messi at FC Barcelona would be impressed with the way Calderon goes down here.
Oh my gosh, did he take a bullet? Did that come flying down from the rafters? Is there a sniper? That's horrible. I thought we were supposed to, wasn't there going to be a rule at some point against that?
No flopping.
But there was no foul call, we should know. Just a ball out of bounds. Anthony Carter with a wild shot late in the clock. Now we should note that Jared Bayless sprained his left ankle in the first half, and they told us then that his return was doubtful, and doesn't look like it's going to happen with Anthony Carter getting backup point guard minutes now as Odom goes to the floor. A foul on Amir Johnson with 1:14 to go in the third. Free throws now for Lamar Odom with Toronto over the limit.
A pretty good shot from Amir Johnson.
Well, you know, it's what you were pointing out earlier, Harv. Drive that ball, get it to the rim, make things happen. He was looking to pass there,
right,
but he got the foul call because he was forcing the action.
And I'm glad he got the foul because that particular time, Skin, I thought he had a pretty good look at an open shot.
Yeah.
Jamal McGlure in for Amir Johnson. McGlure accumulated 3 fouls in 5 minutes in the first half. Odom looking for a split at the free throw line after missing the first. Dallas is on a 9-0 run after that Rick Carlisle 20-second timeout.
Yeah, and I thought that their defense improved dramatically since that timeout. Their effort, getting the spots, getting after it, helping each other.
It's probably a lot of what that timeout was about. It wasn't a big X and O discussion.
No. I think he called them dudes a lot.
Guys.
Hey, dudes.
Barbosa gets into the paint, knocked away. There's the defense again, dug out by Mahimi, and then a takedown by Toronto that will result in a loose ball foul. It's on McGlure.
Dallas is definitely more active right now in this comeback. Here you see the bounce pass by Barbosa.
Vince Carter got his hand down in there and knocked it away. And you know, a second ago, you know, when they got the foul call, Carter was pumping his fist in the air. And I thought that was a good extension of what we saw last night where Carter got fire. Remember, he got that double T with Serge Ibaka when Delonte West went on the floor. I like to see these new guys mix it up and become a part of the emotional fabric of this team.
Well, no doubt about it. And, you know, let's face it, these guys want to win. They hadn't won a game yet, so the fire needs to be there.
And I think that fire is an indication that they've got some ownership. They feel like they've got some ownership in it now.
Absolutely, holding each other accountable.
12-zip is the run. Since Toronto went in front 68-61 on Amir Johnson's putback dunk. Carter and Mahimi have had a nice hand in this thing. Kidd hit a big 3-ball too that put Dallas on top. Final minute of the third quarter. Barbosa being hounded on the perimeter. They'll get it back from McGlure. Airballed it late in the clock. Kidd with a rebound.
Great hand up by Mahimi.
And Mahimi gets fouled hard by McGlure.
Good hard foul.
Nice job by Mahimi to maintain his balance and not get caught up in any of the traffic along the baseline.
But again, it's the defense turning into transition. Solid job, Jason Kidd to Mahimi, and just again a hard foul by McGlure.
And Mahimi really extended himself over the screen to try and contest the shot, and then when he saw his air ball, he released, which is why you had a big out in front of the break like that.
To me, he's one of the better big running guys in this league and can really find his way in that area. He could really be a solid big in transition.
McGlure with 5 fouls out of the game. Just a hard NBA foul there by McGlure, the veteran who is a native of Toronto and played with Dallas for a cup of coffee late in the 07-08 season. 7 games.
Half a cup.
Boy, and he is being so prolific with his fouling tonight. Is that 5 fouls in less than 10 minutes?
It's obviously what
for
his
Jamal
job
McGlure?
is.
About 6 minutes, a little over 6 minutes for McGlure
That
tonight.
is some impressive, almost Bubba Wells-ish type work.
A 1-2 trip to the line. Mahimi's at 14 points for the game. Bargnani with a tough shot that settles home and ends a 13-0 Dallas run.
Boy, that guy's been impressive tonight.
Well, for those of you that don't know Bargnani, he's a skilled big that can score in a lot of different ways.
Number 1 overall pick of the 2006 draft. In Italy, they call him Il Mago, the magician.
Oh.
Vince Carter gets fouled shooting at 3. A disgusted look on the face of James Johnson after being whistled for the foul that sends Carter to the line for 3 freebies.
Well, he should be disgusted because that's a horrible foul right here. These kind of fouls will keep you next to the coach, follow.
What did you say Bargnani's called? Il Mago?
Il Mago, yes.
Are you sure that's not the mug?
I'm positive.
You might want to double check that.
Get out my English-Italian dictionary.
Yeah, back in the truck. Do we have any Italian guys back in the truck that can check that?
Well, for what he's doing tonight, you can call him a lot of different things.
26 years old, Bargnani. Meanwhile, on the line, you've got Vince Carter, 34-year-old native of Daytona Beach, Florida. Rookie of the Year in 1999, among many other accolades in his time with the Raptors.
That's my homeboy.
Daytona Beach, there you go.
Oh, Florida.
3 for 3 at the line with 1.9 to go in the quarter. Anthony Carter a heave. Oh! The third quarter ends for Dallas with a 16-2 run. Carter had 8 of the 16 points. Mahimi and Kidd delivered as well, and the Mavericks now find themselves on the right side of the score, 77-70 after 3. Line center in downtown Dallas, Mark Hollowell, Derek Harper, Jeff Skin Wade from 103.3 FM, ESPN. Here's a lob pass. Kidd flicked it over the top to Lamar Odom. Lineup is Kidd, Terry, Vince Carter, Odom, and Mahimi. Pulling the trigger, Odom.
I think I would have rather seen Odom operate in the post there against Bargnani when he originally had that spot.
Here's a great stat from the third quarter, fellas. The Mavericks went to the free throw line 15 times. They only made 10, but they go to the line 15 times. Toronto did not attempt a single free throw in the third quarter.
That means they're aggressive offensively, not settling for jump shots.
Just thinking about Rick's term of force. We want to play with force.
Both teams have missed shots to start the fourth quarter. Jason Terry late in the clock, fading. Had to take a tough shot. The clock winding down.
And now with Dirk coming back to the scores table, we'll see if the Mavericks can settle into a really good half-court offensive groove and just take it out of the Raptors.
Anthony Carter, Barbosa, James Johnson, Ed Davis, and Bargnani in the lineup. A shot fake by Bargnani and a foul on Lamar Odom. Odom slides his body into Bargnani to pick up the foul.
Not a good foul in this situation.
And you know what's weird about it is that Odom didn't get called for the initial foul, and so he just kind of waited. He probably could have recovered there and gotten away with one.
Roddy in for Kidd, Dirk back in for Odom. The foul was Odom's second. Bargnani driving.
He's wreaking havoc on the Mavericks defense right now. Smart player too, because he's been making his jump shot. Guys are up on his jump shot, so he's using his ability to put the ball on the floor. Here's a look at it. Just using that natural ability to get in and draw a foul. You can see how this guy can score a bunch of points. He can score a lot of different ways.
Well, you know, we've seen it with Dirk his whole career. When you're that big and can shoot the ball that well, guys have to close on you really hard. It's just difficult, and so it opens up the drive for you, and it makes you perhaps a better, you know, driver than you would be if you just had the ball isolated on the wing.
But you still have to have the skill to be able to put that ball down and make something happen.
10 of 12 from the floor tonight for Bargnani and 5 of 6 at the line. Couple of threes mixed in. Adds up to 27 points tonight for Andrea Bargnani. By far the leading scorer. Barbosa has 13, Calderon 11. And a tough pass here that will go out off Dirk.
Yeah, and Dirk lets him know you can't do that.
Bad turnover. Unforced turnover.
That's Beaubois' second turnover of the game.
If you're going to run this offense, you can't have none of that.
James Johnson with a jump shot. Ed Davis slapped it out. Mavericks are led by Dirk Nowitzki with 16. Mahimi has 14. Vince Carter 10 off the bench. You should note Sean Marion is in the group in double digits with 11. Pick and pop for Dirk. Nice execution between Roddy and Dirk to give Dirk his 7th make of the evening.
It's good to see Roddy making the right play in the pick and roll situation.
We're about to see Dirk take this bad boy over.
Barbosa on the back cut and doesn't get the bounce, but tipped in by Ed Davis.
Pretty pass from Bargnani, too.
The first hoop of the game for Ed Davis. Beaubois again to Dirk. Draws a double, finds a wide open Jason Terry. Yes, sir.
You know that was coming. It's the fourth quarter, regardless of what he's done up until this point. He's going to find a way to make some plays late in the game. And I think that fourth quarter.
And I think that's an example of Dirk dominating the half court when he's on the baseline and the whole team collapses on him. Open shots to everybody else.
Terry had 7 in the first 3 quarters. A 3. Vince Carter is the first one to knock it away. Dallas comes away with it. Roddy out in front and fouled from behind by Leandro Barbosa. A timeout on the floor with 8:54 to go. Barbosa with his 3rd foul. The Raptors commit their first team foul of the 4th quarter. Beaubois with 2 free throws when we return from this official timeout. 4th quarter time. First it's Dirk. Then it's Chet. Steps into a 3-pointer. The Mavs have the 8-point advantage. The Mavs were down by 7 in the 3rd quarter. A 16-2 close to the 3rd. Put them in front by 7 to open this 4th quarter. A 5-4 advantage and a chance to build on it with Beaubois at the line here. 6-4, they've now outscored Toronto in the 4th quarter. The lead is 9, potentially 10, if Roddy can put in his 5th point of the game here. Thought there would certainly be an opportunity for Roddy to help this thing tonight on the second night of a back-to-back, and with Kidd having played 35 minutes last night, it's a home game against a team that, while we certainly think will be better this year under Dwayne Casey, is still not a powerhouse team. Over his time in the league, Roddy has fared a little bit better in those situations.
He has played well tonight. Really under control in what he's getting done. 5
points for the game. He's played 9 minutes. Missed shot there by Toronto. Dallas tries to build the lead. Their biggest lead in the game is 12. They can get there and more. That doesn't go down, though, as Vince Carter missed. Corner 3 ball.
And just so our viewers know, Mark, it's not about scoring points for Roddy Beaubois. It's more about running the team and not turning the basketball over, doing the little things that a point guard and a 2-guard are capable of doing.
He's going to score points most of the times when he gets on the floor. He has that unique ability. Foul here on Dallas. The 3rd of the quarter. As there's been one thing that is a little troublesome for Dallas so far in this 4th quarter is that they have picked up 3 quick fouls. That one on Vince Carter, his second, gives DeMar DeRozan free throws.
I think, back to your original point about Roddy, guys that are point guard size that aren't necessarily point guards, that can score, trying to figure out when they're supposed to score and when they're supposed to run a team. A good example of that, Russell Westbrook, who was 2nd team All-NBA last year, still doesn't quite have it figured out. So you can tell the kind of jumps that Roddy has to make, learning when do I score and when do I get other guys involved.
And for me, that's the question mark with the Oklahoma basketball team, is whether or not they're going to be able to go to that next level with him at the 1.
Jason Terry, smooth looking pull up for the foul line. Lead pops right back up to 10 points on the Jet basket, giving him 5 of his 12 here in the 4th quarter. They tried to deny Barbosa. Terry got hung up on the overplay, and then Barbosa drives it and is fouled. Third foul on Jan Mahimi. Fourth team foul.
It's the fourth quarter, and you know Jet is looking more aggressive for his offense. Nice pull-up. One of the better pull-up jump shooters ever to play the game.
Can you imagine when Jet kind of comes off a screen going right and he gets there and nobody's there waiting for him, what he's thinking? He's kind of like, are you kidding me?
Yeah, he's going to make that more times than not.
I'm coming hard off a screen to my right. There's not a wall waiting for me here. Love it. Thank you.
And like it or not, there haven't been a lot of guys to play in this league that has that ability to hit that in-between jump shot. You know, Vinnie Johnson could do it when he played for the Pistons.
Right.
Terrell Brandon with the Cleveland Cavaliers was one of the better guys at that in-between game, but not a lot of guys mastered that particular move.
Career game number 963 tonight for Terry. He's averaged over 16 points per game in his career. Missed that three ball, long rebound. Barbosa and Ed Davis, teammates, collide going after it. Barbosa just had a 1 out of 2 trip of the line. Calderon, a bullet pass, but it still goes out off Dallas.
Yeah, and Roddy did a good job there on the weak side help, reading that, coming in there. Where you see Mahimi's fronting whenever you have, he gets it the last minute. Whenever you have a guy fronting, the weak side D has got to be helping out.
A cut by Barbosa. Underneath, he lays it in.
You got to finish that defensive possession if you're Dallas.
Well, the Raptors not going away. They are still within 7 with 7 minutes to play.
Vince Carter out of place on the offensive end.
Works out though with a dunk as Carter lasers it inside to Mahimi for the jam.
Mavs really fortunate on that possession.
I think Terry's facial expression said it all.
Absolutely.
Carter got up top though and was able to make the nice pass to Mahimi. DeRozan down the baseline. Bargnani in the corner for 3. Actually, I think that might be a 2. Down to 6:20 to play, an 88-81 Maverick advantage. A shot taken by Dirk. Cross court in the corner, found Roddy. Over Calderon, nice looking hoop for Bulldog.
A nice move once again, going to his left and shooting with his right by Beauvoir. But what about the pass from Dirk over the top as he saw the double team?
That's what I was impressed with, Skin, is that pass. That was a great find by a 7-foot guy.
Calderon. Baskets send the lead back to double digits. A hand in the passing lane for DeMar DeRozan, tipping it out. There's a timeout on the floor with 5:48 remaining. Dallas 90, Toronto 81. Time for our Mazda game break with Rick Renner.
This is the Mazda game break. We build Mazdas. What do you drive?
The Mazda game break takes us to Minnesota. Sunday's Mavs opponent taking on the Miami Heat on King James's 27th birthday today. We pick it up in the third quarter. Heat up 3. Luke Ridnour with the turnover, and he'll get it to the birthday boy in the windmill slam. Heat take a 74-69 lead. Late third quarter now. Ricky Rubio's pass is stolen by LeBron. Heat work it on the fast break. Norris Cole back to James, and that's some high percentage stuff there. Heat up 7 after 3 quarters, but 6 seconds to go. The game is tied at 101. You know who's getting it. Dwayne Wade trying to make it back-to-back games for the game winner. So the T-Wolves, they got one last chance to tie it. Rubio gets the ball to Wayne Ellington. He misses. The Heat are 4-0. We will see you after the game for the post-game show.
This has been the Mazda Game Break.
This holiday, treat yourself to the gift of driving from Mazda, the company obsessed with it. Like the spacious Mazda 6 Sports Sedan, the 5-passenger Mazda CX-7, and the 7-passenger Mazda CX-9. Get 0% APR for 60 months plus up to $1,000 cash back plus no payments for 90 days on these 2011 Mazdas through January 3rd. If it's not worth driving, it's not worth building. We build Mazdas. What do you drive?
Dallas 90, Toronto 81. Vince Carter certainly had a nice role in this turnaround since late in the third quarter. He is making the pass to Mahimi here for the hoop on the Verizon Reliable Replay.
He's making plays. Nice pass. He has the ability to find open people. There's another nice pass to Mahimi. Another pass to Mahimi. Vince can do more than score, and showing you that. The veteran.
I don't think a lot of people realize that Carter's had seasons in his career where he's averaged over 5 assists a game. He's averaged 4 assists a game for the duration of his career, and also over 22 points.
And when you're a go-to guy, which Vince Carter has been for a long period of time, surely you're going to be able to find open people when you're doubled and make some plays other than just scoring the ball.
Dirk against Bargnani out of the timeout. The Mavs lead by 9. Dirk over Bargnani, no good. Seven out of 15. Dirk has 18 points tonight. Dirk chasing Bargnani. They finally get it to the big man. Long rebound. And Beaubois snares it as Bargnani pulled the string on it. Into the passing lane. DeRozan disrupted it, but Beaubois comes back and steals.
Sheer speed, Mark. Sheer speed and quickness.
Nice play by Roddy.
Athletic ability can hide a lot of mistakes, can it?
Dallas sharing the ball well tonight, as you just saw. 21 assists to their 29 baskets. Down to closing time. A Jet Dirk two-man play ends with a Terry hoop.
You can almost count it. It's almost automatic when a guy like Jet is going right where he loves to go and pull up on the dime like that. Tough shot.
Lead to 11. And Beaubois with a steal. Dropped down in front of Amir Johnson and intercepted the pass.
And once again, great defense by Mahimi. He has absolutely been everywhere tonight. Did a good job of picking
Beaubois
up.
and Mahimi, the national line. Roddy with the pass. Dirk the fade. DeRozan the rebound. Down to 4 to play. Game number 4. Mavs still searching for win number 1. Barbosa on the baseline. Tough shot.
Whew. Pretty good defense, too, on that tough shot. Better offense.
Let's go, man. Roddy getting a lot of fourth quarter run tonight. Terry gets a Mahimi screen, splits it, drives, and a late whistle is called. Amir Johnson is the guilty party on the foul, number 5 of the night for Amir Johnson with 3:32 to go. A shooting foul that will put Terry on the line. Let's check out some Beaubois defense after the Mavs cough it up. Here is Roddy stealing it back. And his second one, just right there, Johnny on the spot for the intercept.
Well, the last one was pretty good rotation down to be in the right place, but the first one was sheer athletic ability, Skin you alluded to, and sheer quickness in Roddy's ability to get back and get that steal. I'm happy that he's on the floor. You know, this game is closing out. He's closing out a game and has really had an impact on what the Mavericks have done on both ends of the floor.
Brian Cardinal going in for Dirk with 3:32 to play, and the Mavs trying to lift their lead into double digits. Terry missed the first. String music on the second for Jason Terry.
Boy, and along those lines of what you just pointed out, Harp, with Dirk not even on the floor and having Roddy out there to close to get that first win, this could be a real critical moment for the Mavericks in terms of confidence building. Guys like Mahimi and Beaubois.
Terry only 2 free throw attempts in the first 3 games, but 5 of 6 tonight. Cardinals some good defense there against Bargnani, who missed a shot. Terry on the attack, looking for a trailer, didn't find one, but he is fortunate in that it will bounce out off Toronto.
Very fortunate, because he had nothing on that particular break. You know, we talk about when to go, when to slow. This was the time that you want to slow, folks. Jason Terry really fortunate.
Yeah, up in the air and nowhere to go.
Nowhere to go. That had Cherry turnover all over it.
Closing in on 3 minutes remaining. 7 points, an assist, couple of steals tonight for Beaubois. Down to 5 to shoot. Now Roddy late in the clock will hoist it. 93-83 Dallas. And Barbosa runs into traffic and coughs it up. 3-on-1. Marion to the hoop. Fouled by Calderon.
You know what happened there, Mark? Barbosa ran into traffic once again because, as we've seen all night long, Mahinmi was in the right place.
Timeout on the floor with that foul on Calderon. 2:42 to go. Dallas will get a couple of more free throws when we return. Needed for Dallas tonight. Dirks answered the bell with 18, but the bench has provided 51 points, led by 16 from Mahinmi, 15 from Jet, and 10 key points out of Vince Carter as well, Hart.
Let's face it, the bench is going to have to play well for this team to be successful this year. Clearly, Coach Carlisle has these guys out on the floor right now to get something from them and hopefully get something from them in the future as well.
Yeah, and I think the other key point, you brought up the point that those guys, offensively brought off the bench. I love what they've done defensively. And we talk, Rick's brought it up a million times. If we play great defense, that'll create offense for us. It'll help us get in our groove. And we've seen Mahinmi and Beauvoir all over the floor tonight defensively.
Opponents have shot 52% against Dallas in the first 3 games. Tonight, Toronto is shooting 47%. The Mavs have turned them over 16 times and converted for 21 points. The Maverick bench is a plus 27 tonight.
That'll win games for you, Paulo.
Yes, sir. Bargnani, nope. And the rebound squirts to Marion. Marion just had a 1 of 2 trip at the foul line, and the Mav lead is 11. Cardinal went in for Dirk about a minute 20 seconds ago. Beauvoir, nope. Mahinmi tried to get there. Roddy pesters Barbosa, but he comes out of the pack with it. Scoop shot, Barbosa rolls home.
That is an acrobatic shot.
That was incredible by Barbosa. This Raptor team won't give up, though, not with Coach Casey as coach.
Barbosa hit the 20-point plateau 10 times in 58 games last year. He's at 20 tonight. Second leading scorer to Bargnani's 29. Well, not over yet. Down to a 9-point game. The pass slipped through 2 defenders. Mahinmi driving late in the clock and lays it in.
Give it to him. Give it to him.
And that, friends, is a new career high for Jan Mahinmi with 18 points. He had 17 in a game last year against Memphis.
You know what? I'm to the point now where I'm not surprised when he makes those shots anymore. He's showing that he can do it.
Bargnani with a hard drive and a foul on Cardinal for a shove on the body, or will they get Mahinmi coming over? Now it's on Mahinmi.
That's his fourth.
Mahinmi putting Dallas up by 11. Love this drive late on the shot clock. Didn't get out of control. Just took it right to the hoop.
Yeah, and you see him fake left, go right, and put it so soft off the glass like that. And again, we saw him hit a huge shot in the finals. An elbow jumper. We've
Buzzer
seen
beater at the end of the third quarter in Game 6.
In Game 6, and
who's keeping track?
Right, exactly. As we celebrate that championship every single day.
Why not? It was a lot. We're working on a lockout.
Yeah, but I think Mahinmi is showing that he's got more than just kind of a big, tall guy with athletic ability. He's got some polish to his game.
Are we going to start calling him a skilled big guy?
Hey, you know what? It's kind of what Rick wants.
You got it, Essay.
Let's see
him that.
Let's see him continue to do it. Let's see him do it on a regular basis, right. And then we'll be expecting that. Jan Mahinmi will be one of the better skilled big men backups.
Skilled big guy tonight. We'll go with that.
Nice night. 18 points, 4 boards, 6 of 6 from the floor, and 6 of 9 at the line. Cardinal sets the screen. Nice pick. Jason Terry drives right and hits the elbow pull-up.
Well, all of that was nice. The execution of that, I knew exactly where Jet was going to try to get after he got that screen up high.
Yeah, good solid screen set up top by Brian Cardinal. Yeah. Down to a minute to play. Bargnani able to move Cardinal, but was not able to finish that shot inside. And Dallas now on the final minute and in position to pick up win number 1 of the season. Cardinal inside, and Mahinmi can finish it off at the line. 39 seconds to go. 2 free throws at 98-86. Jason Terry, as he has done so many times over his 7 years here, interacting with the crowd.
Nice pass by Cardinal. Got almost another basket for him.
You know what he's doing there, what Cards is doing? He's feeding the beast.
Yeah.
That's right.
The beast.
You got to feed the big dog.
Feed the beast. He's in there. He wants to get his belly full.
Tell you what, Brian Cardinal makes the right play more than most people do.
Yeah, he's a smart basketball player.
Very high basketball IQ.
5 Mavs in double digits tonight. 3 off the bench, 2 starters. Leading scorer for the game is Mahimi with 19.
And if there was a mythical 98.5 point over-under, it just took the over.
99-86 with 39 seconds to go, and a timeout is called here by the Raptors. And they've never really been put in a tough spot here in the fourth. They haven't blown him out, obviously. Toronto's hung around, but the Raptors never really mounted a serious charge either.
Well, that's what experienced teams do. They respond to what's going on and the situation. Obviously, Dallas clearly better than this Toronto team, and Rick didn't want this particular game to get away from his guys. Great call-out, timeout by him.
And after everyone freaking out after the first 2 games, Mavericks just played 2 really good games in 27 minutes.
I definitely see improvement.
Oh, yeah.
Cardinal missed a 3. DeMar DeRozan rebounds. 5 seconds to go. And Cardinal with a steal to end the game. 2011 will be remembered for the franchise's first ever championship. Tonight it ends with the first victory of an abbreviated season. After starting out with 3 losses against quality opponents in Miami, Denver, and Oklahoma City, Dallas gets on the board with a 99-86 home win over the Toronto Raptors.
And had a tough loss last night. I felt like last night they played extremely good basketball. They carried over tonight. First half, got off to a decent start, found themselves in the second half, and I think they did it on the defensive end, which is what Coach Carlisle has been harping on.